Jeff, and you're watching Outdoors in the UP. Today, I want to tackle this road heading down to my barn. And I know changes in elevation, hills, slopes don't usually show up that well on camera. So I don't know how much you guys sitting at home watching this will be able to tell how much of a hill or whatever we've got here. But you can see my road's all divoted up from driving on this in the spring and in the winter when it was muddy and not quite frozen. This has been an ongoing problem since we bought the place because the hill slopes in two ways. It slopes down the hill, down this way, going down to the barn, but it also slopes this way. So I don't know if I need to install some culverts somewhere along. I'm not a dirt guy by any means, so I'm not sure the best way. Ultimately, I'd like to get some gravel after this is graded correctly, so that it won't be an ongoing problem, and then dress this. But I don't want to bring gravel in right now because I'm afraid that the ground underneath it will still erode, and then I'll end up with this again, but with gravel covering it. And like right here, from the grass to the bottom of that divot, that's a minimum of a foot. It may be 18 inches. So I could drive the tractor, the side-by-side up and down, and no problem, my truck. But when it comes to like my Kubota with the BX belly mower, the Kubota with the belly mower, I have a difficult time. I'm beating the heck out of the mower deck as I come up this, so I have to come up a different way. So I'd like to grade it, see if I can get it a little better. I'll be using the box blade, which is my least favorite tool at this point, probably because I'm the least effective with it. I'm not that good at using it. I don't have that many hours on it, but I also think I may have bought the wrong implement. I'll explain more once we get in the tractor. Let me go down, take the rotary cutter off, put the box blade on, and then we'll check back in. Okay, I think I just said how I think the box blade is my least favorite implement. Well, this quick hitch has got to be my favorite. For most things, whether it be the rotary cutter, yeah, on the rotary cutter I still have to attach the PTO. But the box blade, and I don't know what else off the top of my head, I could just back up to this, lift it, and go. This is the cat's meow. All right, here's a little different perspective. Again, when I'm looking at this little bitty lens here, like 1 inch square, it's hard for me to see what you guys are going to see when I post this. But it's a pretty good hill. I don't know, it may go up 8 or 10 feet in 30 or 40 feet, so I don't know what percent grade that is. And from here, it doesn't really look like it, but from the top of the hill, it looks like it slopes this way a little bit as well. From here, it looks like it comes straight down, but I don't know. That's why. But in any event, my goal right now is to just knock that center crown down and redistribute that dirt to either side where the gullies are, and get it flat enough so I can bring my little tractor, and if Beth wants to bring her car down here, she can. I'm not going to get it perfect, but we'll put you up in the window and let you watch, and you tell me. I'm open to suggestions here because, again, I'm far from a dirt worker. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. But thanks. All right, let's give this a shot. 4-wheel drive. I'm not using scarifiers because I don't want to dig deep. I just want to knock the crown off of it. So I'm just using the leveling blade, cutting edge. I'm using the cutting edge. And we'll see how this goes. There's some roots in here that I catch sometimes, but we'll give it a shot. say anything because it's didn't go too bad. Now, here, let me park this for a second. The reason, and there's been, I've seen, since I bought this, I was relatively ignorant when I bought it, but since I've bought this, I've seen numerous YouTube videos, so I'm not explaining anything that you don't already know, but in hindsight, I kind of wish I would have got a land plane, because a land plane doesn't move massive amounts of dirt like you're seeing. A land plane just redistributes it as you drive over it and moves it a little bit, but it won't carry dirt or gravel a long way, which is not what I want to do on this road. On this road, I just want it level. And it's the same with my driveway. I just want that leveled and dressed as well. So with this, now to redistribute that box full of dirt that I've got here, it requires constant feathering of the 3-point in the back, which is a pain in the butt. I mean, constant feathering, up and down, otherwise you'll drop a whole bunch or not enough. But I don't know, I'm sure part of this is just a lack of experience issue, but boy, it knocked that crown down quick, didn't it? If I could just redistribute that dirt, I could almost call it a day the way it is, but I'm thinking I want to slope the road away, this way, to, if you will, the driver's side of the tractor, if you're facing front, the left-hand side. I'm not sure if that's right or not. I sure wish there were some of you dirt perfect guys that would chime in and tell me what I need to do to get this correct for long-term usage. Yeah, it looks fine now, but if I don't do anything with it, it'll look like crap again once the rain starts eroding it. But we'll see. Let me drop this box, turn around, and we'll see how well I redistribute that dirt. My goal is going to be to carry the majority of this dirt about 50 to 75 feet ahead of me. I don't know, again, can you tell the part where erosion or my digging has taken most away from like the area, the level surface of my lawn to the left of it? We'll see as we get there. This is the difficult part. This redistributing the dirt that you've already moved. Let me mess with this top link a little bit. Other way. Let me see how this does. I mean, I don't know that I even needed to extend the top link. It seemed to be carrying the dirt just fine when I had the box level. So maybe it's just an issue of playing around and seeing what works the best. Because it's dropped 50-75% of the dirt out of it already. and I didn't necessarily want to do that, but we'll see. Yeah, see right here by my front left tire is about where I want most of that dirt. To try and raise this back up to be kind of flush with my lawn, and almost all the dirt's out of the box. So we're going to go back, pick that. So we'll pull that top link back in again so we can get relatively flat like we were. Let's see if that allows me to carry the dirt better. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, there we go. See? Picked it back up right away. So, I guess again, I should have thought of this right away. As a retired carpenter again, you get proficient through repetition, meaning do it over and over and over again, and you'll get better at it. So I just need practice with this. But again, I still think a land plane would have been a more optimal tool. Now let me get ready to start dropping this right in here. See, now the trick is just raising the box a little bit. Let's see if that does anything. That may be too much already. It's falling off pretty quick. Down to turn around. I mean, I don't know if it's completely gone, but that crown, if it's not, is almost gone. The first pass did the 75% of what I was looking to do. Now it's just the issue of leveling this dirt out that I redistributed. I've got to do it down here, right exactly where the tractor's sitting as well. But that looks a whole lot better. But again, I don't know. Do I want to tilt it this way so the water runs off versus down? Because ultimately, I don't want to spend a couple $1,000 on gravel to have it either washed away or have the dirt underneath it eroded, and then the gravel just sinks in and it becomes one muddy mess. I don't know dirt work at all, hardly. So I'm going to play around a little bit, and we'll come back. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. We'll come back and see how it looks when I think I'm done. Okay, what you're looking at is about 3 passes back and forth. 3, I think. And I've got most of the dirt in the lowest spot where I want it, if you can see there. Mound that's a little bit raised. Beyond that, it's relatively flat. Behind me, it's really flat. So if I can just even this out relatively well, and I should put I've got a grapple on now, I should put the bucket on. That would absolutely help me. But I'm tired of fighting the hydraulic hoses on the grapple when I want to put it back on. And I want to process some firewood, so I'm going to leave it on for now. But driving back and forth over it with the box blade as best I can to level it out, and just the tire travel will hopefully help me get that. But I don't know, we'll mess with it a little bit more and see how it comes out. Okay, I made a few more passes going back and forth. I can see those little ridges there or whatever, and there's one, it probably looks big from here, but it's not. One little pile at the end there. I can live with that. If I had the bucket, I could smooth all that out perfect. Well, not perfect, but perfect for my house. But I'm not going to put the bucket on. I could drive over that a few times, whether it be with the tractor or the side-by-side or whatever, and that should be pretty good for now. Again, this is not going to solve my long-term drainage issues. I still have to figure that out. Hopefully some of the guys that know more about dirt work than I will chime in and give me some suggestions. Again, it's difficult for you guys to see because cameras don't pick up elevation and, to a limited degree, slope changes either. So I don't know if you've got any suggestions. My ears are open. I'm more than willing to take them in and evaluate them. But I think that's going to be it for now. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. I hope all of you are having a good day. We're almost at the weekend, and woohoo! All right, so this is Jeff with Outdoors in the UP. Peace out.